Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Monday night live stream. How is everybody doing this fine Monday? Oh, boy. I'm glad I got the weekend done. Now, how is everybody? Let me know in the comments if you're joining us. Get your comments, questions, everything else into the chat. We'll wait for that to slowly but surely load up over the next few minutes or so as I bring everybody up to speed with what's going on at Chateau 40 Runs. Where do we start? Good news. My London Marathon race day shoe has arrived. I'm not going to tell any of you what it is. I'm going to wait and put a video out nearer the time on that one. But yes, my London Marathon race day shoe has arrived. Made a decision on that one. And so that's that's a video I'm going to do at some point. What else do you need to know? So this week is a bit of a funny week. So I've got Brighton Marathon next week, which is a bit peculiar in terms of stuck in the middle of the London Marathon training block. So that's causing me headaches. But I think like everybody else, it's sort of hang on, something's knocking on my neck. It's one of those things where it's just irritating me in terms of I'm not sure what I'm meant to be doing and things like that. Anyway, so that's kind of where I'm going through. We've got some great videos this week, actually. I spent the weekend editing, so I can tell you what they are, actually. Thanks for all the feedback on the behind the scenes video. So tomorrow we've got the Aeroglide 3. That's coming out tomorrow at usual time. We've then got the budget race day shoe video. That's coming on Thursday. And then on Saturday, I've got an interesting one, which is like some shoes which I think are sort of best value at the moment. So that's a couple of good videos coming your way. I've also got some other good ideas in which I'm going to be filming over the next week or so, maybe into next week as well, because I've got some good ideas and a few other sort of shoe sort of videos. So yeah, we've got some good stuff coming. So hopefully you will enjoy that. But yeah, thanks for the feedback on the behind the scenes video. That took a little while to come out, but we finally got that one out, which was good. So let me know as you're joining us, any questions, any comments that you want to talk about. Stick them into the chat as we slowly but surely load them up as you join. What else do you need to know? I think that's it, really. I've got 16 miles long run on Saturday. I'm going to do a park run sandwich for that. We've got a bit of a surprise for you all on Friday, which we're trying to put together. Hopefully that comes off. So the live stream on a Friday, which is at 7 o'clock, that's going to be a bit of a surprise if it comes off. But yeah, so it's all go. A couple of big things coming this week. I've got to sort out a couple of important telephone calls / meetings this week, which I think will, if I can pull them off, will be good news for you lot. So there's loads going on. So yeah, let me know how you're getting on and any questions and comments as you join us. What else do you need to know? I definitely think that's it, to be honest. Oh, blimey. Okay, so evening, everybody. Evening. Good evening, Gary. Sonovision, thank you. I spy boxes opening live tonight. No, I'm a bit overwhelmed with shoes and stuff at the moment. I'm running out of space to keep them all. These have got to go to the like recycling centre. There's actually nothing in them, but they've got to go to the recycling centre. The shoes that are like, what would you say, unboxing, but they've all been unboxed that are here, so you can't see them because there's some shoes you're not allowed to look at. But all that is empty. they just need to go down to the recycling centre. I just got rid of one. I just put one down in the car, New Balance box as well. So it was actually taller than that. And there was an Asics box as well I had to get rid of as well. So I've just got to take them all down to the car, but I did a couple before we came on. Nothing exciting going in there. So we could unbox them, but it'd be an empty box. Sorry about that to disappoint you. Right. So again, oh, lovely. Getting some questions in there already. Great stuff. Okay. If you're joining us now, get your questions and comments in. I try and do this on a Monday every week, 8 o'clock. It's great to hang out with you guys and girls, and I appreciate it. So good. Steve's got a half marathon yesterday, PB at Sheffield. Loads of 40 runners at Sheffield yesterday, so that was good. Well done, everybody. Oh, Matt's in from Sydney. Morning in Sydney. My brother's out there actually. Hang on a second. I'm just going to change something. Hopefully you didn't hear that on the pod. My earpiece is driving me up the wall. But yeah, my brother's out your way. I know it's a million miles away, but he's in the Gold Coast at the moment. Matt's asking about gels for a half marathon. 2 or 3. Depends how hard you go. Again, Matt should have been training in them. I think you have. Evening, Lisa. Evening, Beth. Beth did a great job. If you've not listened to the podcast that we did on Friday, Beth joined us for that. That was a great show. So thanks for coming on to the Friday show, Beth. It's a really good show that was. So I've had some really nice feedback about that show. So make sure if you've not listened to that, check that one out. We talk about running because we also talk about some other stuff as well. What's this from John? John, should a middle-aged runner who can do 5K in 45 minutes and 10K an hour 20 even consider buying a pair of carbon shoes? It's up to you, mate. Spend your money how you want. I've seen people who run them times in them. It's entirely up to you how you spend your money. I mean, it depends which one you go for. I wouldn't necessarily buy something aggressive. But like an Adidas Pro 4, for example. But it's it's up to you, mate. You spend your money on what you want to spend it on, bruv. Whatever makes you happy. What makes you feel good while you're out there running. That's not, a bad thing. Evening, Debbie. Funky fragrance runner. I'm doing London and Chicago. Me too. Are any plans for the crew to go to Chicago this year? Where have you been, Funky Fragrance Lover? We've got a massive, I think we've got the biggest club representation in Chicago this year. Come along. We're doing, if you go onto FORDYRUNS.com, there's a sunrise run that you can book onto. It's free, by the way, that we're doing on the Friday. We're all doing the bobble hat run on the Saturday, and then we're doing a live podcast on the Saturday at the Marriott Hotel with sports tours. So 100% come along to all the stuff that we're doing. Everything we're doing is free, as you'd expect. Everyone's welcome. So come along. Friday sunrise run, but put your name down so we know who's coming so we can manage that. And then, come along to the podcast on the Saturday. 100%. Chicago's big for us this year. Big, big, big. Alex. Right. Evening 40. Can you talk about the ASICS S4 you got? Yeah, I can, because then I haven't got them. Is it going to be a great new option for the future? I've got absolutely no clue whether that's coming to the UK or not. And obviously I've seen that it's been released in the US. On paper, it looks brilliant, but I don't know whether it's coming. To be honest with you, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll write a note and I'll ask ASICS if it's coming to the UK. How's that? Is that a good deal, Alex? I'll find out because as I said, it looks a good shoe, but I don't have it. But I'll find out if it's coming, or try to find out if it's coming. Any new arrivals you can mention for a 5K, 10K race? I have a shoe that I think is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But you're going to have to wait. Honestly, I love it. Yeah, you'll have to, I'm gonna leave you in suspense for that one. We've got a video coming out for that one. It's I just love it. It's actually there, but I'm not going to show you. Sorry, Alex, to tease you, but it's yeah. I've got a shoe that I absolutely love for 5K, 10K. Absolutely, just fallen in love with it. You'll have to wait. Sorry, man. Right, Ashley, how better would you say the Adidas Pro 4s are than the threes. I've got the threes and done one marathon in. I'm going to do leads in them, but I don't know if I can justify 220. The Pro 4 is like rolling the dice, it appears. You're either going to find that your sizing is like spot on once you've obviously sized up and you have no issues, and it's the best shoe you could ever have, right? Because I've had that from people. I've had people who have got them and they've had massive problems in terms of rubbing around the Achilles and the heel area, giving them real bad problems. And then also there's the issue that I've had, which is the blistering under the forefoot, which comes from the slightly increased sizing, but also the aggressive rocker on it, where your foot sits in that, with regards to how the foot works with the rocker on the plate. So there's like 3 schools of thought here with the Pro 4. So to answer your question, I would stick with the Pro 3 for leads. And by the way, for leads, are you coming along on the Saturday to the Wakefield Park Run? There's about 10 million of us going there. I'm going to be there on Saturday. Go onto our website. All the details are on there. But basically, we're going to Wakefield Park Run on the Saturday. Come along to that. It'd be great to meet you. Okay. Again, guys, thanks for joining. If you're coming in a bit later, make sure you get your questions and comments in. I'll try and answer all the questions before I leave today. All right. So, yeah, load up the question chat thing. Knock yourself out. I'm just going to have a sip of this. And, yeah, keep loading them up and I'll answer them. Again, whether it's coaching questions, shoe questions, whatever you want to know. Just bang that in. Cheers, everyone. I'm so thirsty today. Right. Anders, Brooks Hyperion 2, only for shorter distance workouts, or could it be an option for my next half marathon? Definitely a good half marathon shoe. It's a great shoe, the Brooks Hyperion 2. It really is. I think the half marathon is probably a big stretch for it. But if you're liking it, maybe. I think it could work. I think launch. I think Hyperion 3 is a better shout because it's got a little bit more foam underfoot. So would probably be a better option. But yeah, it is a good shoe. And if you are enjoying it, you could push it into the half marathon. But yeah, just remember that you don't have much foam under the forefoot. But I really like them. I still got a pair still in the garage. That nice blue color. I was wearing them on treadmill when I was away and stuff like that. I really like the shoe. Really like the shoe. Okay. Okay. Now, evening 40. It's a bit like a Matt Nash question, actually. Matt, you're getting your crown taken away here. Evening 40. With you reviewing so many shoes, do you still develop attachments to shoes, or are they all just tools? No, I do. I get very attached to shoes. Badly. Like Super Blast 2. I could talk about that for about 10 years. Super Blast in general, really. I do have my favourites. Yeah, there's no denying that. Super Trainer from New Balance. Absolutely love the shoe still. The Adidas Prima, Supernova Prima. So yeah, I would say I do have my favourites. I do get detached from some of them. Some of them are like, that was nice, that was good. Yeah, bring them out, get them to 50 miles, whatever. And I'm really lucky at the moment because I'm doing reasonable mileage, so I can just knock distance into the shoes pretty quickly. And that's how we managed to get so many shoe reviews done. If you didn't see the shoe review video, how I review shoes, that was out yesterday. Hopefully, it gives you some confidence in how we review shoes on this channel. But yeah, I do get attached. Yeah, basically. There are ones that don't go along to Salvation Army. They stay in the garage. I've still got a pair of Glide Ride Tokyos in the garage. I think that tells you everything you need to know. There's a pair of Max Roads in there. Razor from Skechers as well. There's some ones I can't get rid of. Question. Beth, thanks, Free Fry. I loved it. Not shoe related question, but does anyone have any cool creative ideas of what to do with race medals other than hanger? Have you? You can't see, Beth, but up there, I've got them in frames. I've got them in frames. So that's always a nice thing to do. I'm now reluctant to, like, what race I did the other day. Essex 20 mile, I didn't take a medal. I don't really take. I've got all these here, which go that way with the camera. Them, but they're like old Great North Run races or like marathons. Like I've got a, yeah, I can see a Berlin medal on there. Yeah, it's mainly Great North Run ones, to be honest. And some other stuff on their Vitality 10Ks and things like that. But in general, I don't really take the medals anymore unless it's like a big event for me, like a London Marathon. I'll take the medal. Brighton Marathon, I'll take the medal. So those sort of, yeah, Great North Run, those sort of events, I'll take the medals. But in general, those smaller ones now, not being disrespectful, but they just go in a box. So what's the point of me wasting them? So yeah. But yeah, that's maybe an idea. Matt Nash questions in, everybody. Matt Nash, favorite question is in. What trends do you see in running shoe design that excites or concerns you? What irritates me, Matt, is the length of laces. I don't understand why. It's like the the Torin 8. The laces are so long on the thing. It's ridiculous. The Aeroglide is the same thing. I don't know why they're making laces so long. Can somebody tell me why they are? I don't know. And then you go the other extreme. You go to an Adidas shoe, Pro 3, Pro 4, and they're too short. Makes no sense to me. A lace should be a standard length. They're just ridiculous. The Mizuno ones are nuts. Honestly, the length of laces is a crazy thing at the moment. So that's one thing that's, I wouldn't say exciting or concerning me, it's irritating me. In terms of exciting me, I'd like to see some of these developments like we get with the ASIC shoe we're not allowed to talk about, in terms of like developing these niches within certain sort of running shoe silos. I think the other thing I'd like that excites me is the possibilities that, like Nike have done, to give them credit, is they sort of refocus some of the names. So yeah, I don't know. You'd see the ride series from Saucony. All of a sudden, that becomes like an up tempo shoe, or like they redo the Kinvara, not the Kinvara Pro, but like they do the Kinvara with like a super foam in it and maybe some other cool stuff, and just throw some innovation at it. I'd like to see some of that. In terms of concerns, I just think the aggressive nature of some of the shoes is a concern, because then I still see everyday runners like yourselves buying them and then getting injured because you see people reviewing them and stuff like that, and you go, oh, that sounds good, and you go and buy it, and actually it's totally the wrong shoe for you because they're designed for a certain type of runner. There's nothing wrong with that, by the way, because we all do it. But I'm just saying that's a concern as well, that as they get more and more aggressive, more and more dialed into sort of the elites, and rightly so, because these carbon plate shoes are used for racing and stuff, that they're getting so aggressive that we end up using them, we might end up getting injured. That's only a concern. That's one thing I would say. Right, okay, good question, Matt. Thanks for doing that. Hi, Fordy. Ben, found your pod about 3 weeks ago. Wow, thanks a lot, and listened on every long run ever since we're training for London. Brilliant. Ben, have you seen the video I put out last week on the YouTube channel? I did like my 20 top tips for London. I've run London quite a few times now. And there's some stuff in there I think anybody who's running London will get a lot of value for. There's some good links as well mentioned in that video. So if you know anyone who's running the London marathons, particularly for the first time, send them towards that video. It's an absolute belter. Right, okay. But Ben's done most of his miles in his Hoka Sky Flows, tempo intervals in the Magic Speed 4s, but just bought some Adidas Pro 4s. Is it too late to bed them in for London? No, it's not. Got them in an 8 and 8.5. The 8s are snug, but not mad tight, but just one of my left toes. Should I jump on? Yeah, I would go up half a size, but I would definitely test them out. You should be hitting peak mileage, bruv, soon. So definitely get them in now. Yeah, 100%. But good luck. I'll see you in London. Okay, make sure you check that video out. Darren's looking forward to the shakeout run in Chicago. That's going to be absolutely epic. Do I have any update on the Skechers range? Yeah, they were delayed in coming to me. I told you they sent over the wrong sizes for me. Still May launch, I believe, and mine are coming in April. That's all I've been told. So yeah, and I think they're going to be doing some activations around that as well. So there should be some stuff coming your way in terms of content as well about that and opportunities to get involved. Okay. Marcus, hi 40. If you had to pick up only one shoe from the Puma lineup, which one would you go for? Good question, because I really like Puma shoes. And I picked up an absolute bargain recently, which I'm not going to tell you about. But I think the Deviate Nitro is such a good shoe because it could do everything. The Elite 3 is just such a great shoe for like 10K half marathon. But I love the Mag Max. That's a tough one, That's a tough one. I'm going to go with the Mag Max. I absolutely love it. Love the Mag Max. It's such a good shoe. Because you could just cruise about in it. David, if that's the Marriott on Michigan, Chicago, Miracle Mile, it's great. This is where the pass. By the way, I'm from US and ASICS Yogi's market is a 4-hour. I know. Which is targeted for niche. Yeah, it is. I've seen. Sorry if I've just sped through that. David's talking about the ASIC shoe. I keep pronouncing it Ugiri, or whatever it is. It is targeted as a +4 or 4-hour marathon shoe. It's a little bit wider, a little bit more forgiving than the Meta Speeds. I have seen it, but again, I'm going to email ASICS and see if it's coming over here. But yeah, we're staying at the Marriott in Chicago. I'm going to be there. Again, everybody's welcome to join the Sunrise Run and the podcast we're doing out there. Max, hi 40. I have my first pair of carbon race shoes for Leeds Marathon in May. How many miles in training should I do to break in? I always say about 20. It's a nice number. It's always a good number. Which pair did you go for, Max? Ashley's definitely coming to Wakefield, which is good news. Again, if you're new around here, we've got the Wakefield. But actually, Brighton. Anyone doing Brighton, come along to, or you just fancy coming along. We're doing a thing with Brooks at the Preston Park Run on the Saturday. Make sure you come along to that. If you fancy a little bit of tourism, I'm going to be there. Me and Speaker are going to be there. Right, Hadsby, evening 40. Gutted my Hastings half got cancelled. Looking forward to running my hometown with fellow 40s. It was cancelled for the right and safe reason. Nice. Yeah. Shamed about that. Running Dad, are you training for a sub 3? No, I'm not. Do you think you'd want to? Yeah. Somebody asked a question about this the other day. If I was not like working full time and doing all this sort of stuff on top and the coaching and everything else that I do, if I was full time on YouTube, for example, yeah, I would definitely train for that. I'd have more time. I'd be able to do more mileage. I'd be able to spend more time in the gym. I'd be more, I'd have a greater ability to achieve the sessions that I need to achieve to do that. But more importantly, I'd be able to dedicate the time to the gym. So I'd love to do it. But at the moment, as I always say, my biggest restraint for me to do anything that I want to achieve is time. And it's hard. It's balancing, yeah. It's just, I think everybody, any working dad, who's just trying to keep the roof over their heads can sort of sympathise with, right? I am getting a medal for Brighton. Darren, I checked today after some stuff. We are going to be talking about that on a podcast that we're going to be recording. I have a call with London Marathon Events talking about medals and what people have signed up for, what they've signed up for. I have a call with them this week, so that'll be interesting to find out what's going on. And that information will be relayed in a podcast that we're doing. But I have a medal for both races. Okay. Could you not donate your medals for kids' sports days? You won the beanbag race. Yeah, good shout. Yeah, good shout. Probably a good thing that people could do, couldn't they? Start a little thing and take people's old medals and then give them out to kids. Okay. Yeah, Matt, we'll talk about that. Right. Janet's back. Evening 40. What's your advice on how to use salt stick fast chews on long runs? Do I take them before, during, after water or gels? Okay, so salt sticks. Funnily enough, I've got some here. These are the ones I like. These are not paid or anything like that. Although they wanted to do something together, but no, these are mine. These are salt stick electrolyte chew fast chews. These are ones. These are watermelon flavour. I am taking these to Brighton, which is why they're down there on the desk. This says take 2 tablets every 15 to 30 minutes during physical activity, up to 15 tablets daily. That's what it says on the packet. What I do is if I'm taking them, I will take one at 3 miles, 6 miles, and then I'll start to slowly like drift them out a little bit, depending on how I'm feeling, how hot it is and things like that. But I'll start at like every 3 miles. I'll then have a gel at 4, and then I'll obviously try and get some fluid around all of that. But yeah, I do like taking them with water. Where we did Berlin, I was taking them, and the last one was so salty. It was like, but lucky enough, it was there was water. I think, was it every mile? Can't remember. Either way, there was plenty, so I managed to get some. So yeah, I try and plan them around sort of water stations and things like that. But yeah, every 3 miles roughly is roughly what I do. But I then start to space them out in the second half. I tend to front load with stuff like that. But yeah, they're fine. I'm taking them to Brighton. Got them off Amazon. Cheap as chips. Wallop. Okay. Thanks, guys, for all the questions. Really do appreciate it. Enjoying tonight. Bit of a last call, I would say, to get your questions in if you want me to answer it. Hi, Fordy. How do you find the upper on race day shoes? Do you find the uppers on race day shoes loosen over time, or if it's tight on the toes day one, it's too small? Yeah, I would say it's too tight. The reason I say that is because for me, with a race day shoe, if I put my foot in it, I want to feel extremely confident the first moment that I put that shoe on. I want to feel like it fits me like a glove. Now, yes, uppers do give. Yeah, the ones on race day less so. But they do give. But I would want to put a race day shoe on, like my London Marathon shoe that I've decided to use. And I want them to fit like a glove. If you missed that, by the way, my London Marathon shoe is now locked in, and I will be filming a video about that this weekend. But yeah, I'd want to put that shoe on and it just go on like a slipper. I think a Cinderella, and it was Cinderella, wasn't it? And I'd have extreme confidence on it. If it was slightly too tight or slightly too big or whatever, I'd be a little bit nervous about it. Okay, here we go. David, yeah, Asics Ugear is $200 in the States. Some of these niche shoes get expensive. Yeah, tell me about it. They're very expensive. Unless you pick them up at discount, which I have done for a particular shoe. Ooh, not going to tell you what that is. You'll have to wait. I know I've been a bit cloak and dagger tonight. I know. Have you noticed? Told you we've got some good videos coming. Hi, Chris. Around 4 weeks till my second marathon in Manchester. I'm trying to keep my paranoia in check as my block hasn't gone as well as last time. Long run's a bit of a slog, but try and stay. Simon, I am with you 100% on this. I am 100% with you on this one. I had a total nightmare on Saturday. Anybody who follows me on Strava can see exactly what I thought about that run. I was meant to do 20. I ended up doing 19. It was just awful. So I'm with you. So most important thing is to focus on on getting your last like mileage done, and think about the taper, looking after yourself. Can't do nothing else. You can't change nothing, so no point worrying about it. All right. My best marathons have been in Saucony and Dolphin Pro 3s. Yeah, very good shoe. Ben, good. You watched that video. I'm pleased about that. Yeah, again, if you missed that, I was telling Ben about watching our London Marathon tips video. It's definitely one to watch if you're doing London. But please share it with people you know maybe doing London for the first time. Honestly, I'm not just saying because this is my video. There's some really good stuff in there. Okay, really good stuff. It can make a big difference to people on race day. Just gonna have the last bit of my drink. Cheers, everyone. It's electrolytes because I feel like a bit dehydrated. You know? Adam's in the house. Southampton. Adam, you need to get more people along to Southampton. There's more people in Southampton. We need to get more people along. Because I feel like if they felt your love and your energy, they'd be like hooked forever. Do you know what I mean? Southampton people are missing out on Adam's love. Get along there, people. Yes, you would. So Adam's asking, would he be stupid to try and run a 1:45 half a week before my marathon, where a goal is 15? Yeah. Why push? Why push when you've got your marathon a week later? Makes no sense. You risk so much. Absolutely pointless. Makes no sense. Beth saying it definitely feels like it should be an alternative to a medal. Something more useful or sustainable would be nice. Yeah, again, I don't mind the medals. It's not not worried about that. It's a waste. They just they just come home and get put in a box. So yeah, I'm with you on that respects. But what do you get? A mug? No, it's going to fill the cupboard up. T-shirts, great, but you only can wear so many T-shirts. I don't know. I think they're great because some people that's their first achievement, second achievement, whatever. So that's a good thing. But I think having the options is the better thing. Bev's wore her Hyperion Elite 4s for the Carlisle, and she got a PB. And they had quite long laces. I'm telling you, long laces. Going back to Matt Nash's question, long laces are rather irritating. Honestly, the ones on the Ultra Torrent 8, you never seen anything like them. I could actually put them out of this window and climb down to my house. Okay. Rick, do you rate any of the Nike super shoes like Alpha Fly? I'm very interested in what you think of them. I cannot find a video. Rick, there's plenty of videos on them. Vaporfly 3, Alpha Fly 3. We get all the Nike shoes on the channel. I did some videos on the Alpha Fly last year. I had an issue with the arch. I took them to a few races and that sort of stuff. So definitely go back into the back catalogue and you'll find them. They're there. But yeah, they're just not something that works for me. Annoyingly, is the Alpha Fly. It's really annoying because the version 1 really did work for me. Pierce, I'm Matt Nash's age. He's +1. Yeah, he's a bit naughty. He's not. Matt Nash is not delivering. Adam, you need to have a word with him. Okay. What would your suggested key workout be for someone going for a sub 3 hour marathon? I would spend more time in the gym. Honestly, you think I'm nuts, but you got to get in the gym. That's what when we took Ben to watch the video. Watch the video I did with Ben. I put out there how I took him within 18 months down to first marathon down to a sub 3. Seriously, the key moment, the key point was where we put him in the gym and you've got a PT. Honestly, it really is what has made him. Dennis, Chris, I spoke to Ben a week ago about talk about devil, how he uses salt sticks. I tried to miss that Ashby 24 and it was impressed. Yeah, he takes them at 4 miles and then gels at 5. Drives me nuts with his sandwich bag. Rick, I want a cushion daily. Was looking at the Invincible by the Vomero 18. It's a great shoe. Absolutely love the Vomero 18. Honestly, it's a brilliant shoe. Hannah, thanks, Fordy, for keeping me company on the way to my night shift on the neonatal unit. Wow. Got Boston Marathon coming up, aim for 3:10. Make sure you say hello to Hayden. He's out there. Stuck on Ratio Pro 4 or SC Elite? I would say SC Elite, but I'm biased because I love that shoe. Either way, good luck. Make sure you see Hayden and the gang. They're out there. Good luck, yeah? And thanks very much for taking this with you. Ben just did 30K and got 33 left in terms of longer runs. Have a 15K and a half too. Worth wearing the Pro 4s for all these? No, I'd wear them for the half, maybe. Maybe do 3 miles in them just to make sure the sizing works, and then go and take them out for the half. By the way, this is David. Love your 20 most important things for London Marathon. First time London Marathon. That's great, David. I'm pleased that's helped somebody. Keep sharing it, guys. Really important to share that. More people see that, the better. Running Dad, thanks for answering the sub 3 question. As a working dad, I totally appreciate where you are coming from. I'm training for a sub 3 and it's exhausting. Yeah, mate, honestly, it's hard. Marathon training's hard, right? So many people say, I'm training for 6 stars and this and that. And then all of a sudden they realize how actually hard it is. Yeah, this is the thing, It would be easy to have a YouTube channel about fishing. Just sit there. Do you know what I mean? But you have to train for these things. You have to work hard for these things. And it doesn't come. You can't blag a marathon. And that's the thing. And you if you're going for something like a sub 3, and it's all relative, right? But if you're looking to push yourself to the limits, you've got to apply yourself. And to apply yourself, you have to have time. Not just time to do the sessions, but time to go to the gym, time to cross train, trying to eat properly, try to sleep properly, enough time to get up, and have breakfast in the right window, have time to be able to recover from the sessions, things like that. That's where it's tricky. That's where it's hard. But that's where I go back to the point of the everyday runner. And it's all relative, whether you're running sub 3, sub 4, sub 5, sub 6, sub 7, sub 8. You're still an everyday runner. It doesn't matter what time it is. You're a normal person in terms of working and life and dad and all this sort of stuff. It's you're trying to just get through life. So good luck to you. Keep us posted how you get on. Connor, would you do the Dublin Marathon? Yeah, I'll do the Dublin Marathon. You invite me? Relaces. Pair of scissors and a small lighter to melt the ends to stop them fraying. Get a grown-up to help you. I wouldn't be able to do that. Ben, thanks very much. I appreciate it. Right, guys, that's the end of the show. Thanks to everybody. Some new faces in there tonight, which is great to see. So that's cool. Really like that. It's nice to see some familiar faces, but also some new faces. So thanks to everybody who did turn up tonight and get involved in the show. Like I said, on Friday, we're back live. We've got a bit of a surprise for you, hopefully, if we can pull it off on Friday. So make sure you tune in for live as that's 7 o'clock our Friday show. So that's always worth tuning in for. If you know somebody who's running the London Marathon, go back and check that video out. Like I said, we've got some cool videos coming your way this week. We've got the budget race day shoes and some other great stuff. We've got the Aero Glide video tomorrow, which is worth a look in if you're interested in something a little bit different. As I said, I'm working my way through some different shoes at the moment. I'm running in as I'm putting some other cool videos together. And like I said, my London Marathon shoe has been decided. I've made a decision on that, and I will put that down on video over the weekend and hopefully get that out soon as well, just for those who are interested. But yeah, thanks very much, everybody, for joining me. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do. Make sure you tell somebody about this live stream. We want to see the numbers grow, and that's down to you guys. So make sure you do that for me, and I shall see you guys on Friday.